Hi, I'm Leisbet Peeters. I'm the managing partner of D.Capital, the impact investing advisory arm of the Dalberg Group. People talk a lot about the lack of deal flow and the lack of social enterprises being deal ready and investor ready. On the other side, we work with a lot of investors that are looking for great opportunities to deploy their capital but can't seem to find it, and transaction costs are very high. And what we at Dalberg have realized is that oftentimes there is a gap in perception and there is a gap in misalignment around the risks and the actual operational risks on the ground. And so if you can bring the investors closer and more comfortable with the development and the stage of development where the social enterprises are, and if you can work very closely with the social enterprises or the impact investing opportunities in making sure that they are not being perceived as just first time or too risky or early stage or greenfield, but actually knowing what they're talking about and knowing their markets and knowing how they can ride the wave of the emerging markets trends that we see, which is growing consumer base, growing people emerging from the base of the pyramid, and growing GDP in general, then we believe that you can make that gap much smaller. I think the first step is really to look at the key parameters of what makes your business successful. Do I understand my business? Do I understand my customer? Do I understand the market that I play in? And do I understand why my product is the best product for that market? I think a lot of investors, when they look at a social enterprise or a social entrepreneur, they invest in that entrepreneur because of the passion that they bring for the business that they're starting. But the key challenge that they have is ensuring that that entrepreneur will do the right thing when they turn their back and take their plane back to Europe or the United States. And so being able to be comfortable with having that entrepreneur deeply understand the market that they operate in, which none of us, quite frankly, can do as impact investors because we don't operate in those markets, I think gives the best comfort ever. And then I think the second layer is to make sure that you operate from a point of view of transparency and full disclosure, and I think that's where the impact investing industry again can help tremendously, because the focus and the emphasis on metrics and on performance can help an entrepreneur in using that as a management dashboard and in not only reporting on just the financial components of your business, but also how you influence in a sustainable way the environment that he or she operates in.